The number one reason why employees were fired last year might surprise you. And no, it's not because they showed up late or they were poor performers. In a recent survey, 69% of people said they lost their job because of no reason. They were not given a reason because their job was at will, meaning that they could lose it at any time for any reason. So this usually happens at the lower level jobs like minimum wage, retail, but it can also be mid-level jobs, even high-level jobs. You can even see this practice in the federal government when it comes to employees that are on probation. Usually when someone's hired in the federal government, they're on a 12-month probation. In some cases, even 24 months. Now, during this period, if they do not behave properly or for whatever reason, they can be let go, they can be fired, they can be terminated. Out of all the employees surveyed, only 1 out of every 3 was actually giving some sort of severance package. And that means some sort of money out the door. Before they give you the boot, they give you a check, right? Give you a few $100s, give you a couple $1,000s and say, hey, thank you, bye. And this can be scary because in this country, only 40% of Americans actually have enough savings in their account to last 1 month or less. So after that, what happens? It's quick to have that snowball effect. You lose your job, you miss a mortgage payment, you miss a payment on rent, you miss your car payment, and then the next thing you know, you're in a real serious situation. So most Americans, they're only a couple of paychecks away from being in an emergency disaster type situation. Why do companies do this? Sometimes it could be a petty reason. Other times it's to actually hide retaliation or discrimination. Right? Take this example in Maryland. 59-year-old worker in Maryland. He's complaining to his manager, to his company. He says, hey, I'm doing 12-hour work days in 90-degree heat, and I'm not getting a break. I get 30 minutes for lunch, and that's it. 90-degree heat. And because of that, shortly after that, he was fired. Reason? No reason. But you can guess what the reason was. This man's complaining. Another guy, Indiana, 52 years old. He claims he was fired because he's left-handed. That's what he says. Now, like, once again, there's no reason given, so we can only assume. He's assuming the fact that because he's left-handed, he was terminated. Who knows? So because of cases like this, when the economy takes a downturn, more employees are afraid to take actual sick days. 66% of people claimed on this survey that even though they were really sick, they came to work. And that's horrible. That's horrible for them, but especially their coworkers who they could be infecting, right? You come to work with the flu or you come to work with a cold, you sneeze and cough a couple of times, someone doesn't wash their hands and all of a sudden the whole office has it. Now, for the first time in decades, there's actually a movement to update the at-will laws. Most people, they want an opportunity that if there's a deficiency, if there's something wrong with their performance, they want the chance to be able to fix it. So this upcoming legislation is going to have new protections in there, such as providing documented reasons for firing and giving fair notice to workers about workplace problems. As a government worker, many times if you're not performing to standard, if you have low performance, then HR and your supervisor, they come together and they do something called a PIP, which is Performance Improvement Plan. And it outlines the steps that you need to take in order to get your performance back to an acceptable level. And in addition to that, there's an appeals process. Right now, some people feel like all of this added protections, it makes it harder to get rid of poor performers. It makes it harder to get rid of bad workers. And because of that, it's harder to pivot and make that agency more agile in order to become more productive. But you let me know what you think. Do you think the current at-will law needs to be reformed or repealed or whatever? Let me know down below. All right, so if you're watching this and you're still looking for jobs, maybe you're looking for a government job, there could be some government jobs out there that match your skills and experience, but you do not know it. I want to share with you some jobs that you could be qualified for. And if that interests you, I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.